Hello. Good evening. 8:30. So whenever the sun starts going down sooner in like the fall months, it always feels later earlier. And so I'm like, "Oh man, it's time for bed," and it's like 8:30. It is time for my children's bed, but not my bed. So I am getting ready to work out and have not worked out consistently for a while. And so I was like, okay, what's going to help me feel the best possible and not die? And so peppermint came to mind. So I decided that this is the oil that I was going to cover today. So one thing that peppermint does, if you breathe it in, or put a little bit on your chest, is it increases your VO2 max. Now, what is your VO2 max? That is the amount of oxygen your body can take in to breathe better, to function longer. Basically, the amount of oxygen that your body can use during a workout means the longer that you can actually work out at a time. So this is really good for runners. It's really good for cardio workouts. Basically, anytime you need more air so that you're not like sucking air the entire workout, peppermint is awesome. Other uses for peppermint, I had like 10 bottles of this hiding around my pockets, my car, everywhere whenever I was pregnant with Haven and nobody knew. My husband wanted to wait until we had our first appointment, which meant I had to get through all of Christmas with all of my family here with not the best morning sickness without anybody finding out. So I literally was like huffing peppermint because it's the only thing that took the edge off of like wanting to spew all the time, which was super neat. Peppermint also is a pick-me-up, so I like to keep it in my car in the console, so whenever I'm driving, especially late, I try to drive in the evening a lot because my girls will sleep, so I can get kind of tired, and so I just literally just sniff it out of the bottle, and it gives me that like extra jolt of energy, which is nice if you have an afternoon slump at work, or maybe your kids woke up at night, whatever. Super, super good for that as well. Peppermint is also a cooling oil. It's kind of known as a hot oil, but it's because of the like intense cooling sensation. But one thing that it does is it draws heat out of your body. So you can kind of think of the times when that would be really helpful for your body or for your kids' bodies to be able to do that. You can actually rub it around your belly button, your navel, or on your feet, and it has that cooling effect. I also put this on a washcloth during labor on my head because if you've ever had a baby, you get really hot because it's really intense work. So anytime you get overheated or anything like that, you can just put a couple drops on a wet washcloth, put it on the back of your neck, put it on your head, and it will bring that temperature down. Mice and bugs like ants hate peppermint, so you can spray this around entrances where they might try to get into your house, like in your kitchen if you have an ant issue, around your sink. If you have little holes and stuff around your house where mice like to try to get in, you can spray those areas, which is really nice. And then the vitality oil you can cook with. So I like to put, I'm actually not a big fan of mint chocolate, but for some reason, the peppermint oil with chocolate, I don't mind. I don't know why, but I like to put a drop in hot chocolate. I like to put a couple drops whenever I make brownies. You could make peppermint bark for Christmas time. Basically any type. You could add like a drop to your ice cream to make a mint ice cream. Any type of cooking, it's really tasty in that. And then another favorite blend of mine would be to add it with lavender and lemon, and that's going to be your seasonal support. Like right now, we're in corn shifting to soybean and milo harvest, and it's been really windy, so there's a lot of dust in the air. They were cutting just south of my house the other day, and the wind, like we were sitting on the front porch, and all of a sudden the air was full of dust, so we were like coughing and everything. So I came inside, put lemon, lavender, peppermint in the diffuser, and it helped to clear the air and just kind of clear us out. So love, love, love peppermint. So many reasons. That's one of the reasons that I really love oils, is because if you wanted to accomplish all of those things with things you buy from the store, you almost need different products. There's not really things that do so many different things all at the same time. So I love that they never go bad. So this bottle has 250 drops in it. So, even if I go through a slump of not using that much peppermint, the time I need it at 3 in the morning for my baby, I've got it. The time I need it whenever I'm getting ready to work out, I've got it, So it just makes it really nice that you don't have to think about what to keep on hand. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is it's great for digestion. I mentioned for morning sickness, but if you're struggling with being backed up or just upset, anything like that, you could put a couple drops over your stomach or even take it internally and you're going to be good to go. So those are reasons why I love peppermint. It's a favorite of a lot of people and it has a ton of uses. So it's definitely an oil that you want to keep on hand.